to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see the #3 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Sooners will put total leather and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ray. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. The sure hands. It's Lee. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all of the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incomplete.
Makes the grab plenty for the first down. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The give to the back. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Unloads quickly. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! You want to talk talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Handoff from the gun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Stands in and takes the hit. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown Sooners! He got a step and just dusted the field.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Got it in the middle. It's Wallace. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. He's going to fire to the left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is for them. Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on fourth down on your own end of the field early like that?
And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. And the Rebels have their offense in high gear. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lacey. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Smashes ahead. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped,
he is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
Well, here's an interesting decision. It's early in the game. Do you want to be aggressive and try to seize momentum and go for this? Or do you just take the field goal and take the points?
The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover. They'll go to the air. Fires to the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
and the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Mateer. There's the pressure. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got him downfield. At the 35, he's open. He's stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
No, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. He'll take another shot here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one.
Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage.
Such a great job by the defensive back, dropping beyond the sticks, understanding where the ball's going, breaking on the football. Great eyes, great vision, and great hands. Looked like a wide receiver getting that INT.
Looking for space. It's Diggs. Taking it the other way. He'll work his way down to the 28. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Rebels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Here's a heat. Throwing on the run. Looking to get it in. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Might be calling a hot route. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. And the Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. No chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain, so I know...
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well. And you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Wallace. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly complete. Fighting off the defender. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his man. It's Burks. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Scrambling away. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass and was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A-pluses here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got out of trouble and throws. Catch in the middle, it's Huggins. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here they come on 3rd down, and the defense has had no answers so far. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Trying to set up the screen. There he goes. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
The defense is going to need one more stop. This is the game right now. You just got one on that last run play, setting up 4th down. Do you bring pressure? What are we doing defensively here to make sure that we can get off the field and win this game?
Out of the gun, looking to throw. And that one is picked off in the end zone. That's the 50. The 30. The 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards, but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to buy time. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
And the defense drags him down.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Wolverines will kick it away to start us off.
Look, together on three. 1, 2, 3. Together. 1, 2. Happily together on three. 1, 2, 3. Happily together. Hey, champagne on the wall. Oh, champagne on the wall. Champagne on the wall.
They'll go to the ground.
Fuck y'all, Michigan, nigga. I'm from the north, nigga. Fuck y'all, nigga. I'm in the south now, nigga. Fuck y'all.
That's a really good job by the defense.
Fuck Michigan up.
Get them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional. Put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Caught behind the line. It's Wallace. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Shit starting to get wicked, huh?
The offense set for a first down.
What are y'all spraying this shit with?
And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
On what, chat?
Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Snap in the shotgun. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Turns it on in midfield. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. And the Rebels are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's dribbling. Touchdown, Rebels! A great catch and run for 6.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. The run from the shotgun. Past the 45. Ripping through the defense. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Lets it fly. Makes the catch. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Extra point here will tie the game. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the first down. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Rebels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41?
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Wants to throw on third. Grab near the marker. It's dribbling. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. On the ground, it's Lacey. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up. Handoff from the shotgun. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Extending the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can...
Makes the grab on the right. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. To the air on first down. Starts to scramble to the left. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Backed up now, here's second and long. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's Haynes. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Got it behind the line. It's Lee. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Caught over the middle. It's Lee. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Alexander. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Motion from the wideout. Looking for a crease. It's Lacey. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, time running short in the half.
that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Can they catch him? They just barely get him stopped, and he almost cruised all the way to the dressing room. A little excitement here to wrap up the first half. The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He'll get rid of it. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Off play action on first down. He'll pull it down. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Trying play action. He's moving out of the pocket. Blasted as he lets it go. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
From the gun, the running back has it. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down, and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wallace. There he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Once he got some room, it was over.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. To the air, it's Underwood. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He's going to take off.
That is what I'm talking about. Every defensive players want those opportunities. Quarterbacks slide so much, when you can get a big hit on them, that's exactly what you want to do. Make him feel that now so it hurts later in the game.
Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The play action fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly to the tight end. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got...
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Wolverines will hustle to the line.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up on tempo. They're ready to do it again.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Rushes on him. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Really nice job there by the defense because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 3
We at the motherfucking crib, baby.
Rebels. Taking on the 10th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
Okay.
The Rebels will kick it away to start us off.
We need fumbles. Fumbles.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Unloads to the right. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football.
Just told y'all we need fumbles.
That looks like
Fumbles.
a really easy
Fumbles.
thing to do. Oh, the
Fumbles.
ball's just on the ground.
Fumbles.
That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Yeah, man. Okay.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early.
Man, ain't no shit.
From the gun, they'll try to
I'm out here,
impose their
man.
running game.
Ain't no nothing,
He
man.
is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
Got it in the middle, it's Lee. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
And the Rebels have it in scoring position on first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
We need fumbles. It's like he said, fumbles.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over.
Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice catch
What he
by
see?
the defensive back. Listen,
Who was
a lot
that?
of times you see DBs get in
Who was
position
it?
to make
Also, who was
plays,
that?
but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. From the gun, the ground game. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Might be changing the route. Trying to beat him to the left. Plows through the defense. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
The old toss, right? Toss it to him on the perimeter, get on the edge quickly. Receivers better block on the outside. Go get me some positive yards, get a fast guy in space. Nice play call.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got enough space.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Ole Miss. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? A quick strike, just as
Keep the lead, baby. Keep the lead, baby.
Strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. The Crimson Tide need just a few inches here on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. At the 40, there he goes. It's a running room. Made a defender miss. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They think there's room to run to the right here. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, he blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same team.
Turning it on. Got enough for the first. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Diggs. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long. They dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver continuing to come back to his QB.
That pass is incomplete. He's already thrown one pick, and look, he might get it together, but it seems like he's a little fouled up in his mechanics. A lot of things coming off his back foot.
Yeah, and you want to get those feet set and in the ground. Once you start to drift, ball when you throw it is going to drift, so he's just got to iron in, get those feet set, stay square every time he throws the football so he can be a little bit more accurate, stop making some of these bonehead plays.
Just keeps slinging it. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got an open man. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, how about that play? Curl route, and the receiver, as soon as he turned around against zone coverage, the ball was right on him, so he's able to catch it and go get the first.
Direct snap. Find some fresh air. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
They'll run play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Breaks into the open. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6
We don't do those, but they cool though. Fuck they mean? I'm turned.
In this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. They'll go with a direct snap. He goes airborne and he's in.
So now I'm not going to be watching the game. I knew it was something I wasn't supposed to do.
But I thought when you put good conditioning,
so they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
Who?
Men.
No. Y'all just don't
and he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose.
Oh, cold, but they knew though. I got 2 though. I like him too.
So let's see how they play in this final 30 seconds of the first half.
That's Ariana.
The give is to Miller. Shakes off the defender. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Just enough time to get off one more snap. To the air, it's Simpson. Caught close to the marker, it's Horton. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Something where? The goodie bags or something?
It's not me.
They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Creates a little space. There he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ready, fight. Looking to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man, or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there.
I ain't never got no national championship. It's my turn. It's my time.
Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Rebels will put total leather to crank us up. Coming out with it, it's Turner. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The give to the tailback. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the offense falls on the ball, but they'll still have to give it up. They're short of the first down.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swing.
If you know you're going to quit, you're going to quit.
See, I ordered these for the soccer team.
Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week.
This time you can probably put the name.
I mean,
And the Commodores will kick it away to start. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He's just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Offense in a split backfield. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. With the catch, it's Wallace. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Under fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. Finding open areas. They bring him down with a solid pickup.
Now he about to try to go up. You feel me? Now I'm about to, you know?
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down.
Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Rebels are rolling down the field. Grab behind the line, it's right. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint.
Don't blow it.
Stop blowing it. They just drove the ball on the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Let's go. Man, let's go. Stop playing with me. I'm working.
So something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoffs coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover.
Hell, he was about to blast it. Chill.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Dances away. Trying to escape and get it himself. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Grab behind the line. It's Hoskins. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Good job, defense.
Better starting field position for this offense. Snap it to the back. Got a little space. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
He'll pull it on the read. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter.
Let's go. Get them out of there. I'm trying to go to the playoffs. Can we go to the playoffs? I just want to go to the playoffs. We got this shit coming. Money, land, money, land, money, land, money, land, everything, land, money, land, money, land, land, land. So you know what I really want?
Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me.
Ole Miss, baby.
Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
All right, so after I make it to the playoffs with them, I'm about to start playing with the players that the Bears just drafted.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive in for the pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum.
I'm trying to go to the playoffs. It's the last game.
Exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But that interception was like giving every single fan here in the stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Hit as he throws. Got his man downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Here comes the heat. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Snagged in the middle. It's Benson. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all some.
Turning it on. smashes through the tackle. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They're going to ride this running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Moore to the air. Under fire. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him.
Bro, why is everybody quitting, bro? Where are we going? Let's go in the playoffs. Playoffs, do it. Playoffs.
Welcome to Caesars Superdome, home of the Saints, right here in New Orleans, Louisiana. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the third-ranked team, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. And the Rebels will kick this deep to start us off. Bringing it out, it's Marshall. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. They'll try the option play here. He'll pitch it. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
2nd and long, backed up at the 8-yard line. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Caught over the middle. It's McCulley. He stops, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
Off the play fake on first down. Nice grab. It's Marsh. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that first down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking to throw it on first down. Quick completion to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. It's a big pickup after the catch, more importantly, holds onto the ball despite taking a huge hit.
Yeah, Chris, that's the thing that really stood out to me. I didn't think he was going to be able to hold on to that ball because of that big hit, but he does. He doesn't get the first down, but he gets big positive yards, and more importantly, I think he gains more confidence in that quarterback to throw him the ball again.
Gets made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. The Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. Important 2nd down play coming up. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. And they bring him down for a short loss on the scramble.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Grab down the middle. It's Klein. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Hey, they hit this for the first down, and I kind of like the approach. Be aggressive. Show your players that you believe in them, especially early in the game like this. Take a chance, and here it works out for them.
The tight end goes in motion before the snap. The back's got it. The Wolverines are in the red zone. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Lets it go quickly. Almost makes a terrible freshman mistake. Lucky that it's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And it's good right down the middle. It breaks the score.
My spirit, hell, the Gary, come on, the red,
And he feels it inside the 15.
I got my spirit, hell, the Gary, come on. Dang.
On the ground, it's Lacey. Breaking free at the 35. They bring it down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
So, Kurt, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. We'll check out the stats now through the opening period. They flipped into the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Tries to get it to the running back. Grab, here are the sticks. It's Diggs. Now play enough for a 1st down. The offense set up at the 43.
Really nice job here by the quarterback. He sells it looking downfield, knowing he wants to hit his running back on the angle route. Effective play to move these chains.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. He lets it go on the move. He's got his man wide open. They finally tackle him down at the 1 after that catch and run.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
PAT makes the score 7-3. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. It's a very nice return before stepping out of bounds. Puts the offense in nice position to start the drive. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. And looking to throw now on 1st down. That's caught. It's Marshall. It's out of bounds. It's a short gain on the play. And completion makes it 2nd and short. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's a short completion to the tight end. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. Fighting him off. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. Really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
And he goes nowhere. Stop pull behind the line of scrimmage.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, in my opinion, what we just witnessed is one of the toughest things to do in football as a defender, and that's making an open field tackle. A lot of times, those one-on-one matchups against shifty receivers, the receiver wins. This time,
and he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Well, the offense rolls the dice with its play call here on 4th down, and the defense rolls the dice as well by bringing the kitchen sink. Demolished the quarterback that time on the blitz.
He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39. And the Rebels will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Quarterback still with the football. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose.
That's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Here comes a gamble. Offense on the field, going for it on 4th down. And the quarterback dropping back. Looking deep downfield to the left. Can't connect on the long throw. Incomplete. A 4th down stop.
Hey, I like the aggressive approach here, trying to pick up this first down, just not able to execute, and now you've given the opposing offense really good field position. Your defense better step up.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to scramble. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. The quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Can he make it to the marker? And they convert on third down, moving the football to the 35. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit.
Number 96 on field goal.
Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And it's still a 4-point margin after the miss. And the Wolverines will kick this away to get the second half going. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Any safety loves a good opportunity to hunt for picks. And as this game wears on, they get one here. This quarterback needs to do a much better job of being able to read this secondary and being more careful with the football.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
But if you're going to run this option play, you've got to be the one that's dictating the tempo. I feel like the defense right now is doing that. They did a nice job of getting to the quarterback. He didn't get many yards at all here.
Pump over the middle. It's McCulley. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Using his legs, it's Haynes. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Touchdown, Wolverines! And that will give them the lead now. Well, they had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely.
Oh, man, it's the playoffs. What I'm doing? What am I doing?
A disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT.
What's it?
The PAT puts them up 3. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. It's an out route. The catch made. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, if you're not careful as a quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump and get in front of for an interception and maybe a touchdown going the other way. But this time, the receiver runs it well, brings it in, and then gets out of bounds.
Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. A play action, looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Diggs. Finds room at the 30. Out of bounds after a nice gain. Finally, a positive play from this offense.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Grab behind the line. It's Lacy. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
The running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The Rebels looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. And they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Risky throw here on 2nd down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on 3rd down coming up.
The pass rush closing in. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board, and now the offense has a chance to kick a field goal by that missed opportunity and dropping that interception.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And we're all tied up now.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. They'll run it to the right side. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Going backwards to open up this drive after the loss, 2nd down and 15. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He escapes the pocket. It's a deep shot to the right. And the pass ball is incomplete. They try to squeeze in a deep shot with time running down in the 3rd quarter. Heck of a ride through a very competitive first 3 quarters if you check out some of the stats here. And let's see how this one unfolds in the final quarter, set to get underway. The Wolverines will have to punt this one away. He fakes it, now looks to throw. Moves out of the pocket. That's a safety for the defense.
I mean, how about this? Late in the game, you need a stop, and not only does your defense do the job, but they also give you the lead as well. Now just to figure out what to do after you get the ball on the free kick. Got some time left. It's time to be very cautious and smart with the football.
And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Grab behind the line. It's Lacy. Gets some space around the 30. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They connect for 6.
And I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards. It's a touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Remember, the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding, and here comes the penalty marker. Offense getting set, second down play here. Wants to throw it. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And we're able to get him down.
Offensively, you get to the fourth quarter, you're down in a game. You're thinking about vertical shots and getting out of bounds to try to stop the clock. If I'm a defensive coordinator, I'll give that up all game long. Short little routes, tackling them inbounds. Let's keep that clock moving.
Makes the grab. It's Morgan. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on third down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off of that nice play.
Grab down the middle. It's Morgan.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense inbounds so they keep that clock moving.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. The Wolverines come to the line and the hurry up. It's a shotgun run call. Breaking free at midfield. Now here he goes. At the 10. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
The offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. Looking to throw here. Caught in the backfield. It's Klein. And he is stopped short. The two-point try fails. They can't cut this lead further. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ray. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Receiver in motion now. Leaning on the run game here. First down, looking for more now. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Rebels. Too much speed for the defense.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter.
26, Michigan 16.
Return starts from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab. It's Haynes. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Pass caught. Second down now. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's McCulley. And the gain just good enough for a first down. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. They're going to run it. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Marsh. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Fires it to the wideout. The sure hands. It's Marsh. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Finds his man. It's Haynes. They bring him down after a short gain there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
On the move now. Using his legs on the scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Great job here by this quarterback. Nobody's open, so he just takes off and shows you what he can do with those legs. Most importantly, he gets the first.
And that one's picked off. What a play. He could go. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a hit. Sets up the offense in great position.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a two-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. That's reeled in. It's Lee. Past the 10. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown. Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 21st ranked team, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Grimstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Bringing it out, it's Ray. They bring him down, but that's good work by the return team. He found the lane, and so this drive's going to start with decent field position. First down, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Wallace. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
My gosh, this defense heard all week about stopping this receiver. If you're going to do anything to have a chance to win, you got to stop this guy. In the very first play of the game, first down and big yards.
He's past the marker and still going. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Big throw, complete to the tight end. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They finally stop him, but a solid play sets him up. First and goal at the 9.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up the football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking right. This one caught. Touchdown, Rebels. Great connection there for 6 points.
That's what I love about this running back is he's so dangerous after the catch. You know, you look at him and you think about the ability to run between tackles or even bounce it outside, and that's great. But what makes him really one of the more dangerous backs in the country is this right here. Catch the ball in the backfield, make people miss, and take it into the end zone.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. On the run, it's Miller. They've got him in the backfield. It's a 4-yard loss.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. Play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
He'll throw it now. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, well, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Can't connect downfield. Complete and a turnover on downs.
Chris, I just don't get it. You're inside your own red zone, and you're going for it here? You might as well just give the opponent the ball and a chance to score an easy touchdown.
And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Can he get there?